Welcome to River City Plus. It is the show after the show, and you've heard me remark multiple times about the creatives here in Jacksonville. I mean, whether it's musicians and our film scene is expansive. So I'm happy to have with us Todd Rubin. He is the film commissioner of the City of Jacksonville Film and Television Office, and man, you guys are doing some major works in Jacksonville. And I mean, I know Jacksonville is our focus, but even Florida beyond.
Yes, Jacksonville is it's such a wonderful, beautiful city that offers so many looks, so many different locations that we've been filmed for, and it's just a beautiful place to live, work, and play. Yeah.
I mean, exactly. It is definitely a grow on, and with the people moving here, it's going to get even better. So let's start with a layup, because a lot of people might not know what exactly does the Jacksonville Film and Television Office do.
So the Jacksonville Film and Television Office is housed within the City of Jacksonville's Office of Economic Development, and it was established in 1981, 43 years ago. We were the second film office established in the state of Florida. Today, there's over 60 film commissions throughout the state. Needless to say, it's competitive. But our mission is to build job creation, and we'll act as the liaison between the local government, the production company, and the local community. Of course, and that includes the area production companies as well. And we streamline the process. Like, for instance, the film permits. There's no fee for our permits, but there's a lot of involvement with processing the permits. And we eliminate the red tape, and we like to, of course, share the good word on all the economic impact that this industry has on our community.
Well, let's talk about that, because, I mean, again, I'm talking about, okay, we've got a bunch of local film festivals, and we've got locals doing big things here and beyond. But when you think of bringing the film and TV here, we might not necessarily realize that there's money that comes into the city when we do that kind of thing.
So, the huge amount of money. In fact, just in the last 12 years alone, we've assisted over 700 productions. That's amounted to 16 million direct dollars in our local economy.
I like it.
Hiring,
I like it.
yes, indeed. Hiring over 8,000 local workers and having 12,000 plus hotel room nights. Just this past year alone, we've processed nearly 70 permits, various productions. That's amounted to 800 local hirings, $3.5 million spent here locally. And, let me just give you another example for the motion picture Basic, starring John Travolta and Samuel L. Jackson, that was here in town from the prep, filming days, as well as wrap. 6 months. That production was here in town, had a large footprint. They had 4 different hotels that the production utilized from the crew coming in from out of town. Had spent over $500,000 on those local hotel rooms. They had an $8 million economic impact on that one production, and $300,000 to spend on set construction. We helped assist and find them an empty hangar out at Cecil Commerce, and the wooded area near Cecil doubled for the Jungles of Panama. And as you could see, I mean, and just catering alone on that production, they spent nearly $60,000 on just catering alone. And I asked the U.S. Food Service representative when they were out on site with that large refrigeration trailer that they bring. I said, what other business in town can compare to this? And they said, there's a large resort hotel in Ponte Vedra that does similar type of business. So it's huge. It's huge business to attract this. Yes.
Wait, you just said something about like the location and how there's so many ways to double up in Jacksonville. I never would have considered somewhere in Jacksonville as a place where you could be like, oh, this is kind of like the jungles of Panama. So with that, we had a prep question about Oscar actors that have been in productions here in Jacksonville. And then we were talking about locales, and like there was one film where Jacksonville subbed for New York City, and I'm like, where? So all right, so let's play the game. All right, or Oscar or nominees or winners?
Winners.
All right, so
as well as nominees.
All right, we'll just say Oscar nominated and winning actors that have been in productions in Jacksonville. So the list is nice.
The list is nice.
Okay.
Let's start with none other than Oscar winner Denzel Washington.
My man.
Denzel filmed the ending sequence of The Manchurian Candidate that filmed at Huguenot Park. So if you look at The Manchurian Candidate with Denzel and fast forward to the end, that entire ending sequence was filmed at Huguenot Memorial Park, the beachfront park out there. And then that was directed by Oscar-winning director Jonathan Demme.
Oh,
Okay.
wow. Okay.
So how about Jared Leto? Oscar-winning.
He's been to
Jared,
Jacksonville?
He's been Jared
I'm sorry, I
Leto.
didn't mean it like that.
Jared Leto. He filmed a movie here called Lonely Hearts with an all-star cast: John Travolta, Selma Hayek, and James Gandolfini.
Oh, you had me at Selma Hayek.
Yes. And how about Charlize Theron, Oscar-winning? Yes. Charlize filmed a movie called The Devil's Advocate, filmed scenes here in town.
That movie.
With
Keanu.
Keanu Reeves. Both of them were here in
Al
town.
Pacino? I don't know if he
Al
was in
Pacino
Tino,
was
but
not.
wasn't he in the movie, though?
He was definitely in the movie.
Okay.
But when they filmed a lot of it up in New York, but they needed to come down here and film certain scenes. In fact, Keanu Reeves, we matched him up with someone in the state attorney's office because he played an attorney. Graduate from the Gainesville University of Florida's law school. That was his character. And Charlize, she came in, and of course, her character, her family owned an auto repo business, so she wanted to repo a car. We helped assist in that, yes. But no, they filmed at Mrs. Howard's, a very well-known interior design furniture place here off of Herschel Street in the Riverside area. And so it's exciting that, and we had other major phenomenal actors: Angela Bassett, Bill Cobbs, we had Timothy Hutton. They were filmed in a movie called The Sunshine State, directed by John Sayles.
But, something to put in perspective, because most people, when they're thinking of film production, they're like, oh, we're thinking like the full production they had for Basic, and that it's like 6 months. But just any little offshoot, it could be like a week, but a film production coming in, that affects our economy in a positive.
Right. And so, for instance, Cobra Kai. They recently filmed.
Remember
I know
where they were? I know that house.
Cobra Kai, that beautiful home that doubled in Atlantic Beach on the oceanfront near One Ocean Resort where the crew stayed. That doubled for Malibu Beach, California.
Oh, that's
A
nice.
lot of people don't know, but that whole series has been filming up in Atlanta, Georgia. And so we helped assist in them connecting to the owners of that particular beautiful beachfront home that doubled for Malibu Beach, California. They spent over $250,000 for 1 week. About 140 crews stayed at One Ocean Resort, and they walked to work every day to that beautiful beachfront home in Atlantic Beach. They loved it.
I know exactly where that is. It was epic. So, but let's pivot a little bit, and there is a new incentive program and fostering filmmaking grant. What exactly is that, and how does that help filmmakers in Jacksonville City?
So thanks to Mayor Deegan and Councilmember Rockman Johnson, along with the City Council passing this legislation recently, this past May, we're enabled now to market the city. It's very competitive because there's other Florida film offices that are offering incentive programs. So we enhanced our program. And thanks to the mayor, along with the City Council, we have a very good program that can attract film and television productions, high-impact productions, that spend a minimum of $400,000. So you see, we're targeting larger productions. They can receive a 15% rebate. If the production exceeds $1 million, that balloons up to a 20% rebate with a maximum of $400,000. Okay, so that puts us in competition with our peers around Florida that have existing programs. For commercials, if a commercial spends a minimum of $75,000, they can receive a 15% rebate as well. And so we're attracting more larger budget commercials, television productions, and then the Fostering Filmmaker Grant Program. We awarded this not too long ago, 3 deserving local filmmakers $10,000 grants each. What? Yes, so there are several applications we received, and they were vetted, and there were 3 grant recipients. And then for 2025, we're going to expand it for more grants and more recipients that will receive this amazing program.
I had a question like, how does this big stuff affect, or does it help the smaller filmmakers, or and not even newbies, just guys that are doing the shorts and whatever? And question answered. So there you go. And so that means 2025, if you're a filmmaker looking for a little help to get one of your productions off, like I know we have productions where you get a lot of friends and family and stuff, but if you can actually pay some people, that changes the game a little bit. So, if you would like to know more information on how you can do that, you can go to filmjacks.com.
That's it, filmjacks.com.
And that, so when they check the site, what exactly can they find there?
Well, you just click incentives at the top of the homepage, and all the information is there. And it's very easy as long as permitting. There's so much on the filmjacks.com website. And we're very, very pleased with the layout. It's very user friendly. Local crew that work in the business can be listed for free. So it's very, very user friendly. And all our information is on that website.
All right, so this is an opportunity for locals to bring in some big dollars to support the locals, people. And thank you guys for what you're doing for the city and giving creatives on so many levels an opportunity. And Jana was asking about when we're going to find somebody that's going to be able to make our little Hallmark movie debut. We are about it. So, yeah, if you need somebody to just walk by and look cute, we got that down. So,
Yes.
Thanks for hanging out
Thank you,
with
Rance.
us.
Thank you so much.
So make sure you hang with us tomorrow at 10:15. We'll have more River City Plus. And, of course, at 9:30 for River City Live.